guys, the rare time they get to do this, always a treat, especially with you. So
It should be good. Should be good, man. Yeah, right before lunchtime. Oh, we were just talking about it.
yeah, and oh yeah, we got NuckleDu and Pirin coming up on deck. And she told me that she does have a hard time with this matchup. She uses Ed, and of course, NuckleDu uses Guile, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
one of
horrible.
Ed's worst matchups. And it's not so much because Guile's being so strong. It's just that Ed doesn't have really crazy mix-ups. He doesn't have an overhead, and he can't really sneak in his charge V skill too much on Guile, so he can't get those puff frames like that.
Yeah,
So.
and his jump is mad high for no reason too, and just asking to get anti-aired by Guile.
Yeah,
Somebody who has great anti-air normals, flash kick. It's gonna be tough. And we saw Dominion on Wednesday during the qualifier for DreamHack Atlanta, who was playing against Lex.
Yeah.
And he elected to go with Ed first and got completely wrecked. It was a wash.
Yeah, that match,
hard.
even for the strongest Ed players in the world, it's just they will all tell you it's really, really tough.
Really hard.
So who knows? We are winding down the end of this season. I'm sure Capcom has their eyes on these things. So Ed might get a couple touches, little buffs here and there. Or Guile might get a couple nerfs here and there. So
Guile is not.
Guile has definitely been a pain in a lot of people's side this season, but I don't want him to nerf him too much. I'd rather see other characters get brought up a little bit to his level. You know what I mean?
He's not Turtle Guy. He's a really offensive. He has really good offensive options as far as pressure. His Sonic Boom pressure is really good. Not just sitting back. He's throwing Sonic Booms and moving forward and just locking you down. It's kind of cool. So, and they need some stages.
Yeah, the stage is looking kind of dry, but we do have the full deck of cast of characters right here, and I saw Cammy on the screen, but it's not gonna be. She's not gonna show her face just this early just yet. So we got Pirin, P-Chan with the Magic Mike looking Ed over here, ready to put on a show for you guys.
Yes, and this tournament's a little bit special. We are sponsored by Roadrunner Records. So guys, you'll be hearing the playlist going down during any downtime that we have. It's going to be some godlike metal. Of course, Roadrunner known for having the most godlike metal bands in the business. So stay tuned to that as well. Shout out to those guys for sponsoring us.
And straight off the bat, NuckleDu starting off with some Sonic Booms. That's one of the things that's good about Guile is that he gives you that freedom to feel somebody out because they have to deal with him. Once he has that Sonic Boom on the screen, the Guile player can see are they a jumper? Are they somebody who's gonna block all this?
He gets to control the game from the beginning because you don't start with meter round one. You definitely have to start dealing with Sonic Booms immediately. Until you get meter, some characters can then they have options to deal with fireballs and getting around it. But at the beginning, this is all him.
Yeah. So one of the things that you'll see Ed players do in this matchup, they'll block a lot of the Sonic Booms, and then occasionally they'll V reversal because the way Ed's V reversal work, he dashes through the screen, and if they chose to do another Sonic Boom, he could actually get behind Guile and punish him for it. But you only get those opportunities maybe once or twice in a match. Yeah, because once the Guile player figures out that they're going for that, they'll start baiting it, and then it could get real bad.
And then P-Chan also elected to go with V-Trigger 2 for pressure. V-Trigger 1 could clear the screen of Sonic Booms just to create openings to get in, but looking like she's, oh my god, are you serious? That was OD combo. And he gets to style more?
Yeah, and he gets to go run it back, the combo again, and he took a cool 45% right there.
Seriously. Oh.
Yeah, and that's one of the things also about this game is that, Guile is not really known for having big damage. So, he did have, he was the original combo master in, Street Fighter 2. He had some crazy combos, but
yeah, he did, right?
That's not really what he's about. You know what I mean? He's more of a zoner, Sonic Boom flash kick. But in this game, he actually has offense and damage, so that's why he's top tier.
Yeah, that's going to be Chip out for the first game, NuckleDu.
Yeah, and there was nothing P-Chan could have done there. The V-Trigger was activated. You can't V-reversal while you have a V-Trigger active, obviously. So good stuff for NuckleDu recognizing that, opting to go for the chip out with the critical art. And
gonna run it back.
Yeah, run it back. Ed is her character, so she's sticking to her guns. Sometimes you got to stick it out even in your bad matchups. If you don't have a secondary, you have no choice. So.
Look at the stun meter right now. Oh, you in trouble. Oh, that would have actually done it.
And that was an example of what I talked about earlier, right there. NuckleDu was aware that she was gonna try to V reversal, and he set up that V skill Sonic Boom to try to trap him, and he mistimed a little bit, so he didn't get the punish. But that could have been even worse.
Yeah. And Ed's fireball is OD slow. As far as activation goes, like the startup is just forever.
Yeah. So nice close out there from NuckleDu on that first round of the second game. And NuckleDu, you know, got a good break getting a Ed player at his first match.
Definitely got a good break.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the jump in, no anti-air, was clean.
Yeah, and there was that situation I'm talking about where you can set up the V-skill boom, and then if Ed tries to V-reversal through, you might just run into it. So V-reversal is an option, but it's not always the best option.
P-Chan right now locked down in the corner. NuckleDu on match point, trying to close this out.
Yeah, and this is that spacing where Guile has you in jail. He's been doing this in Street Fighter 2, where
Forever.
Yep. You gotta try to neutral jump one of them, or maybe walk forward and disrupt the timing.
All right, gonna take a good chunk. That was a nice use of the V-skill on V-reversal.
Yeah, so
V-reversal, as you were saying.
but
Damn, that did mad damage.
oh, and it's not looking too good right now.
He definitely woke up with standing fierce. That was OD.
Wow, and NuckleDu closes it out. Got a good break on that first match. You know, smooth sailing for him. And P-Chan going to the losers bracket.
Like
tough draw.
After the critical art, that was he just woke up with this
Yeah.
hard ass button. Like,
Yeah,
so I'm definitely just gonna wake up with standing fierce.
Yeah. And one of the things that from that match that it's just interesting that I was talking to P-Chan earlier, and she said, "Oh, you know, Guile was like a tough matchup, and of all the Guile players that you can get, she got NuckleDu. It wasn't just like any other good Guile. It's like he's like top 3 Guiles in the world. It's like Daigo, NuckleDu, and Kaba, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Those are the 3,
you can't
like,
really sweat it. Like you gotta take it for what it is. You gotta take the experience and you know any of the XP that you might get from fighting NuckleDu. Talk to him later if you can.
Yeah, and that's one of the cool things about you know, coming to these events, you know, making it out that a lot of these players they'll tell you what you can do. You know, they'll acknowledge that the matchup is hard, but they'll tell you like certain things that, you know, could be done differently and all that. So